Published, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, the 7th of February 2019. Updated, 11:47 Eastern Standard Time, the 7th of February 2019. Footage from inside Tottenham's new stadium has emerged to give fans a behind-the-scenes glimpse at what they can expect when it finally opens its doors in the near future. Spurs took a significant step towards moving into their new stadium after opening the East Stand to supporters for the first time on Sunday night. Around 1,000 people were invited to the familiarisation event where the New England Patriots' victory over the Los Angeles Rams in the Super Bowl was streamed on the big screens. However, Tottenham confirmed on Thursday that the North London derby against Arsenal on March 2 will be played at Wembley as delays continue to hamper their move. Things look to moving in the right direction though, as footage gathered on Sunday night shows the venue in all its glory. Scroll down for video. Footage from inside Tottenham's new stadium has emerged to give fans a rare glimpse of what they can expect when it's opened. The supporter attended the Super Bowl screening at the stadium and captured some footage late on Sunday evening. Positioned in the East Stand, the supporter filmed the ground and pristine pitch from the stand under the floodlights. The Spurs logo was brightly lit up on the exterior of the impressive structure as he made his way inside the stadium. It was the first time Tottenham have opened the doors to the new East Stand, the NFL event providing the club with an opportunity to test that part of the stadium. Spurs also opened one of the plushest lounges in the East Stand to the guests for the night. Footage gathered from that event has now been released to the public as they get their first viewing of what the bowels of the venue look like. The clip begins with a fan parking in the enormous underground car park at the stadium before he goes up to the food and beverage area to get a pint. Instead of the traditional way of pour a pint from a tap, the drinks will instead fill up from the bottom of the cup through a hole in the base, providing fans with a visual treat before being able to have a drink. The new bit of technology, which has been used at NFL stadiums in the United States, can allow staff to be able to pour an astonishing 10,000 pints a minute. The fan then made his way out onto the pitch area in the East Stand, and panned around the entire stadium, including the impressive single-tier stand of 17,000 seats. The 62,062-seater stadium looked spectacular under the floodlights as a replica of the iconic golden cockerel that was in place at their old White Hart Lane Stadium looked down over the pristine pitch. The impressive glass structure on the outside of the venue was visible from the street as it opened its doors for the test event. The supporter drove into the enormous underground car park that the stadium boasts with ample parking for supporters. He also managed to film some of the plush hospitality suites that were made available for punters during the evening. The stadium looked exceptional under the floodlights as it nears its completion date, with all the seats now in position. The electronic advertising boards were up and running, with Spurs hoping to move in for an upcoming fixture in March. He then walked back into the hospitality area and filmed an interview with former player Darren Anderton before returning back to the stands to grab some more footage before the game kicked off. The screening of the clash from Atlanta was not classed as an official test event, but did provide another clear indication that Spurs are finally ready to open the new White Hart Lane after months of delays. As it stands, the games against Crystal Palace on March 17 and Brighton on April 6 have been penciled in as moving-in dates after a failure to get it ready for the North London derby. However, both games may have to be rearranged should Palace and Brighton progress in the FA Cup. Spurs must first hold 2 official test events at their new stadium before being given the final green light, plans for which should be included in the forthcoming update. Tottenham may consider holding an under-23 fixture at the new White Hart Lane as one of their test events.